How's it going, Pokey Crew? For those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Ariel. This is my brother Gabe. When he's in character, he's Mr. C. Our other brother Michael also. And we started selling Pokemon at our pawn shop about a year ago, exactly. And so this is just kind of an update on our journey and things that led us to here and similarities to our business that we already had. So we have a pawn shop in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a rather big shop. It's about 8,000 square feet of retail space and then about another 12,000 square feet of storage space. So we certainly had the room to start doing Pokemon, and we had an area of the store that was kind of dead product, like older toy cars, stuff like that. Some car audio just wasn't really selling well, and we decided we were going to start selling Pokemon. We got it at the right time for us because we were able to get a distributor and get a lot of new product in that sells really well. Now my brother Gabe was not on board with it immediately. I think he's coming around to it a little bit. But what are some concerns you still have?
Some concerns of stuff that's just developed recently with, looks like multiple other card shops are going to be opening. Maybe, within competition of us, there's one maybe right down the street that's going to open.
Mm-hmm.
There's one kind of where we live has opened.
Yep.
And we've also heard rumors that like a national chain is going to open a couple in different parts of the city of Cincinnati.
Okay.
So my concern, and sorry that was a little long probably, but my concern is that the market's going to be oversaturated with storefront operations. We're old enough to remember because we were kids.
Yeah.
The late '80s, the early '90s of baseball cards. This reminds me of that.
The junk wax era.
Yeah, everyone is into it.
Yep.
Everyone is opening shops. I mean, you can't walk into a retail store, a major retail store, national chain, without seeing Pokemon baseball cards. So how are we going to be different than the 5 or 6 other card shops that are going to open this year?
Well, one thing is we already have an established retail location. It does take them a little while to get an established retail location. We will not have the overhead that they will have with all their employees and rent that they'll have to start up, and the fact that it's not just talking trading cards and Pokemon cards. We've been through this before with gold buyers when there was a gold craze, which there still is now. All these shops open up, they go into business, and they're there for the peak of it, and then they all go out of business.
Yeah,
so I mean, there was even like a national chain that opened up in a large mall, like the Gold Guys or whatever they were, and they were in and out of business within 6 months. So that doesn't concern me because our business is not just Pokemon cards or trading cards. It's built on a lot more than that. So we were able to spread out our income streams over various different products, including our main business of pawning, which is doing loans. And that's a big advantage we have over these other shops. If you go to these other shops, say you pull, the Umbreon from Prismatic, and it's an awesome card, worth a lot of money. You don't want to sell it, but okay, your car breaks down, you need new brakes or something. That happens to people. And not everybody who's into Pokemon, is a big baller, can spend thousands of dollars and, can afford to do that. So they could bring that car to us, get a loan on it, get their car fixed, come back and pay us back when they have the money, and they get to keep their card. That's the one major advantage we have over every other kind of card shop is we're actually a pawn shop. So you could get a loan on your cards. And we've done that before on big cards before, and every time everybody comes back for them. And that's a good loan for me when they come back for it and pay me back. So
I agree with you there. I think that what we can offer to people different than anything else is like one of the big cards in here, which was like $1,400. What was that card?
It's $1,700.
The Giratina.
They know what it is.
Okay, so let's say somebody's trying to swing a deal on another card. They could come to us. If that thing's worth $1,400, what would you loan them on it?
I can tell you this. If that's graded though, that's a grade 10.
I understand grading.
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem if it's $1,400. I wouldn't have a problem loading them $700 or $800 on it.
Okay.
I mean, that's no problem.
That person,
and that's a loan, so they can come back for it. I'm not buying it from them.
So then they could go make another deal on cards, come
True.
back, pay us back our interest on the loan, and within a month they've turned their card into cash and into something else. The other thing that I'm hearing from you guys just when you're in here in the mornings, always yapping. it seems like supply is very hard to get on new product right
Very,
now.
and I think that these new card shops, it'll be interesting to see. Like, for example, Prismatic Evolutions, when we were able to get it in, we were able to sell it right at or just below MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
So MSRP on a trainer box was $50. I did some pre-sales, but we got in a total of 30 trainer boxes. I sold every single trainer box for $47. And of course, we limited people to it. So are these shops going to be trying to build a customer base like us, or are they going to be in it for the quick buck where they could sell it right away for 150? Because there were shops that, they got 10, so they're going to sell them at the market price, which was 150 at the time when it released. I think that long term, our business model is going to do better, to be able to sell things at release, even if we have to limit the product at MSRP or a little bit below.
Well,
Because
and like we've seen over the years in this business, if you have a quality product and you have it at a good price, people will come and buy from you. They will. So I think you guys need to consider and still do offering those new releases at the normal retail price instead of price gouging. I understand there's some stuff that maybe you might not
well,
be able to do that on, but on new release stuff
yeah, new release stuff.
for your you've developed some good
Yeah, we
customers. I mean,
absolutely
there's
have.
some loyal customers that come in every week.
Yep,
Those people, you have to sell that product at 50 to them, not 150.
exactly.
So,
I mean, and everyone understands the market and how it is, and how when products get older and are harder to find, the prices do go up. For example, I was able to get some Paldea Evolved trainer boxes in. Now, this set is now over a year and a half old. Came out in like June of 2023. Very popular set. I had to pay above MSRP to get these, so our price on them is 70, which is the market price. But that's also one of the things where you have to have the products in that people want to buy. And it's just with Pokemon right now, everything's hot. But unless you build a good loyal customer base that's going to come back to you when it's not hot, I think a lot of those card shops are going to be in trouble. Our other major advantage is we have the retail space to properly display our single cards.
yeah.
And single card sales, where they've been raw or PSA, or graded cards, which as far as when we grade, we only do PSA because they are the industry leaders for right now. Something else shows up down the line, you never know, but they are the most recognized, company. So that's what we do.
And to your guys' credit, because we've had to do this in other areas of our business, as long as we've been in the pawn business, you have to go with trends. There's some stuff that just you can't sell well anymore. Let's take an example. We're in the musical section here.
Yeah.
We used to have tons of brass instruments, woodwind instruments. We just don't get them in, and we don't see them anymore. So you've got to come up with a way to make money on other items. You have to be thinking one step ahead. Like an example, you did that with luxury handbags, luxury
Yeah, we started
products.
doing like Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Gucci bags about 10 years ago, or a little more than that. It's done really well for us.
Done well, yeah. So, yeah, this is probably a step or an evolution in our business. You have to adapt, or you're going to get left behind in anything. So, I like that part of it. Your sales have been interesting and impressive. I still like that profit margin to be better, because what I think some of these other shops don't understand that might open is you're not going to be able to pay overhead, utilities, rent, all that stuff, employees on Pokemon product. I don't think it's possible.
Well, that depends on the price they're charging, of course. If they're charging MSRP at release like we are, it might be a little challenging right now because of how hard it is for even established card shops that have years and years of relationship and spending millions of dollars with their distributors to get in a decent amount of product. So we'll see. I haven't gotten the allocations for the next set, Journeys Together, which comes out at the end of March, which is supposed to be a regular set. So hopefully I'm hoping we get at least what we got on Surging Sparks, which was a decent amount for a shop our size.
All right.
But I don't know until I'm actually told by my guy,
Mm-hmm.
my sales manager at the distro. But what we've had to do is we've had to diversify a little bit and start selling packs that we've gotten out of tins, start selling Japanese packs just to have things at a lower price point. The Japanese packs that we have for $225 per pack, that's one of our most popular items.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, there's only 5 cards in them, but it's you get to open a pack of cards for $225. The English packs we've still got Scarlet and Violet base for $350. That might be the cheapest price in the country on those.
Probably people want to stop hearing us talk, but I think it's been been an interesting discussion. But we also gotta get open and do our core business. So
we still got 5 minutes.
I've told you and Michael this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be all in when Pokemon does as much business as the pawn business. Then I will say,
wow.
Then I will say,
you want to talk about goalposts keep moving and moving and moving.
That's always been where I've been at.
But also,
keep it up. It's a good job.
I want to say congratulations to Vanessa. I will be shipping out your Pokemon Center stamped Eevee along with the box contents, except for you didn't want the brick of energy cards. And don't forget Larry's skill. You're going to get that one too mailed to you. Congratulations on the contest.
Now we got to get the shop opened up and do our core business.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Pokemon crew. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.